My husband, he knew what
Right.
it was up front.
Right.
He ended up going broke. I have expectations. When you don't meet my expectations, I move the hell on.
You left your husband because he went through a little financial struggle.
And did.
At any point in time, did you feel that love should have kept you there?
I feel like he didn't love me because if he did, he wouldn't have went through a financial struggle. A man that loves a woman don't go through hard times.
I don't think.
So he came home and he was like, babe, I lost my job. I'm like, all right, cool. So a month later, like the bills, it was time for the bills or whatever, and I'm like, the bills due, babe, or whatever. And he was like, okay, I'm not working. And I'm just, in a month, like, it's all kind of hustles. You could have been doing something or whatever. So I told him, I said, look, if I pay these bills, are you going to pay me the money back? This man had the nerve to tell me, why should I pay my wife back for paying our bills? I told this man from day one, my money is my money and his money is our money. Why should I spend my money paying the bills? Like, no, he should have paid me back. So that's when I decided, like, I can't be with this man no more. So I had text his homeboy. Like, we all cool. I text his homeboy or whatever. We went together. I met up with him. And we was chilling, we was drinking or whatever. And I started venting. I started getting emotional. One thing led to the next. I did not purposely mean to do what I did with his friend. But things happen. Like, y'all understand what I'm going through. So, his friend ended up giving me some money or whatever. And he was like, babe, look, don't worry about it. Handle whatever you got to handle. Like, his friend was every single thing I desire in a man. Like, everything I desire in a man. And, ain't nobody trying to hear my side. Ain't nobody trying to hear.
Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash, and double honors and respect to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth, as well as much respect and honor to the brothers that are pushing this truth in sincerity across the four winds of this earth and risking their lives and freedom to do so. I would also like to give much honors and respect to the brothers and sisters that are of the hope for the elect, that are doing their very best to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High to the best of their abilities. Shalom. As you saw in this, I shared two short videos, and you have this Eve right here, and she's basically saying that she left her husband because he lost his job and he went broke, okay? Now here it is. This Eve right here, she really gives, our women a black eye, okay? Because this right here is just pure foul, okay? And, women like this right here are basically for the streets, okay? They're no good, okay? Because, here it is. These jobs, you can't guarantee that you're going to have these jobs, okay? Because here it is, you can have a job today, okay? And then the next minute, okay, you can be laid off from that job, okay? These jobs are not guaranteed, okay? Here it is, the current economy that we're in, okay? You got jobs, that are, businesses that are shutting down, okay? People, are getting laid off, becoming unemployed, and so these jobs are not guaranteed. But, in actuality, what this Eve did was she actually did this, whoever she was married to, she did him a favor, okay? This Eve leaving her husband was actually a blessing in disguise because, a woman like this right here is no good, All she's going to do is just bring a bunch of misery, okay? And she's just no good. You heard what she said. She said that her money, is her money and his money is their money. Okay, this is a selfish woman. Okay, this is a selfish, entitled woman. And, she's no good, And so again, with her leaving her husband was actually a blessing in disguise. She did him a favor. Okay, because, in the end, he doesn't have to deal with this headache right here anymore. But at the same time, I do have to point something out. She said that she had told him from the get-go that, what she was about. Okay. And so, whoever had gotten with her, he should have listened, okay, to what she was saying. Okay. Because from what she was saying, she had been basically telling her husband, who she was and what she was about from the get-go before I guess he married her. Okay. And so, he should have been listening to what she was saying, before he, sat down there and made her his wife. Okay. But in the end, like I say, she left him, And, and again, that was a blessing in disguise. But women like this right here are no good. And you heard what she said she got with this homeboy, a woman like this right here is for the streets. Okay. And again, okay, she really gives, our women a black eye. Okay. Because here it is, you have a lot of Eves that do think like this. I'm not saying all of our women feel this way, and I'm not saying all of our women think like this, but a lot of our women do, okay? And this is why you have brothers now, they're, staying clear of Eve, okay? You got brothers now, they're going and getting passports and going overseas and, dealing with women overseas and whatnot because they don't want to deal with Eve no more, okay? Because, you got a lot of our women who think like this right here, And see, and this is why Jacob's trouble is necessary, This is why, I'm saying the majority of our women over here in Babylon the Great are going to be destroyed because of mentalities like this right here. And, just being for the streets, just being all wicked like this right here. Because this right here is a wicked woman right here, And the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to destroy wicked women like this Eve right here, okay? Jacob's trouble is necessary, It is definitely necessary because, a lot of our women, they're just too far gone. And this right here is just a prime example, of, one of, of how, a lot of our women feel, And again, as I was saying, they're just too far gone. Okay. And so again, Jacob's trouble is going to be necessary. Jacob's trouble is necessary. I should say it like that. Women like this right here, they're going to get caught up into some type of calamities. They're going to get caught up into the evils that's coming to Babylon the Great. Okay. They're going to get caught up into the civil unrest. Okay. Women like this right here. Here it is. How she's, they're going to be wanting a man. Okay. Preferably a man of the Lord. Okay. But it's going to be too late for women like this right here because men of the Lord are going to see through women like this right here. The Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to put the spirit on the men of the Lord to see through wicked women like this right here. Wicked Eves like this right here will be rejected, okay? And they're going to be left out there, to face, the evils that's coming to Babylon the Great. But again, I'm not doing this lesson to bash all of our women because we have some of our women that have come back and they're trying to do right. But the majority of our women, the majority of these Eves over here in Babylon the Great, they're just too far gone, okay? And this is why the majority of our women over here in Babylon the Great are going to be destroyed. And so, I saw this, these short videos, and I just thought that I would do a quick lesson on this. I'm going to bring out a couple of scriptures, and then we're going to end the lesson. Okay. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 42, and this is verse 13. And it reads, "For from garments cometh a moth, and from women wickedness." Okay, and this Eve in the video that I just shared with you is a prime example of wickedness, okay, coming from a woman. Because here it is, her husband lost his job, okay? And from what she was saying, her husband, I guess he was out of work for about a month or so. And as a result of him being out of work, she had to pay, I believe, the bills for that month, okay? And because, he would not agree, to pay her back the money that she had to put forth on the bills, she divorced him, okay? And she cheated on him, with his best friend, okay? And that right there is just pure wicked as hell, That is just pure wicked as hell. A woman like this right here is only for the streets, okay? She's no good, okay? She's no good for you. Men of Israel, you want to stay clear of women like this right here. She's only going to be with you when you're up, okay? If you hit a rough patch or a low spot, more than likely she's going to get ghost on you, okay? And so with that being said, men of Israel, you want to stay clear of self-entitled, wicked women like this one right here in the video that I just shared with you. All she's going to do is just use you up, okay, and then throw you away, okay? And then here it is. This Eve in the video that I shared with you. As I was saying, she cheated on a man with his friend, okay? That is just pure wicked as all outdoors, okay? And then she divorced the man because, he lost his job. That is just pure wickedness. And then, had nerve to get on social media, okay, and tell the whole world, okay, and then try to justify, her reasoning for divorcing the man, That right there is just pure wicked, Pure wicked. Okay, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 25, verse 22. It says, a woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impotence, and much reproach. Okay, and here it is. You can see this Eve in the video. Okay, she was full of anger because her husband lost his job. Okay, and she had to pay the bills for that month. Okay, she was angry. She was upset, and she even cheated on her husband. Okay, with his friend. And then she divorced him. Okay, because again, he lost his job and she had to pay bills for that month, and, and then also, as I was saying, she wanted the husband. Well, as she said, she wanted the husband to pay back the money that she had to put forth on the bills, because, she had said that, something along the lines that her money was her money and that his money was their money, and that is just a pure wicked and, evil woman. That's a self-entitled, wicked woman. She's selfish and she's just no good, she's no good. Ecclesiastes chapter 25, verse 22, again, it says a woman, if she maintain her husband, as this woman, did, she had to pay the bills for the month, okay, because the man was out of work. It says, is full of anger, impotence, and much reproach, okay? And you can see, this Eve in the video, she was full of anger, okay? Because, she had to pay bills for a month. She was angry with her husband, okay? She was bashing him, okay? Took to social media and bashed him, okay? And then, she came out and said that she cheated on him. Okay. Woman like this right here is no good. You want to stay clear of women like this right here, men of Israel. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 25, verse 23. It says, a wicked woman abated the courage, naked and heavy countenance, and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress, making weak hands and feeble knees. Okay, and see, a woman like this right here in this video that I shared with you, she's not going to be a pillow of rest in the time of trouble. She's only going to make matters worse. Okay, she's only going to add to the troubles. Okay, she's going to make your life much worse off than what it really is. A woman like this right here in this video, she'll send you to an early grave. Okay, if you're not careful. Okay. Okay, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 26, and this is verse 25, and it reads, a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. Okay, and see, a woman like this Eve in this video clipping that I shared, she will be counted as a dog in the eyes of the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because she's shameless. Okay, here it is. She took to social media to tell everyone that she left her husband because he lost his job. Okay, and then she tried to justify it. Okay, tried to make it seem as though that she was, right for doing so. Okay, and then she came out and said that she cheated on her husband, with his friend, and she was very bold about what she was saying. She was not remorseful at all. Okay, again, as I was saying, she was basically trying to justify what she had done. Okay, to try to make it seem as though that it was her husband's fault that, as to why she divorced him. Okay. Because he lost his job, okay, she divorced him and she tried to make it seem as though that it's his fault. Okay, and see, with that being said, these jobs, they come and go. Okay, these jobs are not guaranteed. Okay, you can have a job today and tomorrow you can be fired from that job. Okay, because just look at the current economy that we're in right now. Okay, you got jobs that are laying people off left and right. You got businesses that are shutting down. And so again, okay, you can't put all your faith and confidence in these jobs, okay? Because you can have a job today and tomorrow that job can be gone, okay? Ecclesiastes chapter 26 and verse 25, again, it says, a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. Okay, and again, as I was saying, here it is, and I believe in the video, I think she said she did apologize for, cheating on her husband, but, you can see that, the apology, it wasn't with sincerity, okay? And then she still tried to revert back to saying that it was the husband's fault as to why she cheated on him, okay? She didn't want to accept any accountability, And see, with that being said, men of Israel, you want to stay clear of dogs like this Eve, okay, that's in this video. Because if you get with dogs like this Eve, okay, that's in this video, okay, you're subject to get fleas, okay, and possibly other atrocities that will come, with being with a wicked Eve like this one right here in the video, okay? It says a shameless Ecclesiastes chapter 26 and verse 25 again. It says, a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. Okay, and see, this Eve, she was not shamefaced, okay, and she doesn't fear the Lord, okay, because if she did fear the Lord, okay, she wouldn't have done what she had did, okay. If she feared the Lord, she would be in order, okay. If she feared the Lord, she would have stuck it out with her husband, okay, and she wouldn't have cheated on her husband with his friend, And see, this right here is a problem, and the reason why it's a problem is because many of our women don't fear the Lord, okay. And a lot of the men don't either, but right now we're talking about the women, okay? But again, this is the problem. This is a problem, and the reason why it's a problem is because many of our women, they don't fear the Lord, okay? And this is why Jacob's trouble is necessary, okay? And this is why the majority of our women over here in Babylon the Great are going to be destroyed, okay? Because they're just too wicked, and they need that hard reset, okay? They need that hard reset. They're going to be destroyed on this side, but when they come back in the new righteous kingdom, they're going to be in order. Okay, they're going to be in their right minds once they come into the new righteous kingdom. Okay, once they're going to be destroyed on this side, and they're going to have to be born back into the new righteous kingdom. And when they come back in the new righteous kingdom, they're going to be in order. Okay, but this is why we need the kingdom. This is why this place, America, Babylon the Great, has to go. Okay, because this place, you got the wicked that are currently in rulership. Okay, and that wicked is Esau, Edom, and he does everything contrary to the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay, he pushes out all these wicked philosophies and whatnot to go against the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments. And a lot of our women have taken on those wicked philosophies that's being pushed out over here in Babylon the Great. Okay, and everything is out of order over here. Okay, and this is why we need the kingdom. And this is why those of us that are of the hopeful elect, we look forward to the downfall of this wicked queendom of Esau's. Okay, because once this place falls, the new righteous kingdom comes in. That's going to be ruled over by our Lord and Savior Yahushua, along with the 144,000 elect men of Israel. And in the new righteous rulership that's soon to come, things are going to be put back in order. Our women are going to be back in order. The men are going to be back in order. Everything will be put back in order. Okay, this is Proverbs, and this is chapter 30, and this is verse 20. And it reads, such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and said, I have done no wickedness. Okay, and see, this Eve cheated on her husband with his friend. And as I was saying, I believe she apologized in the video. But again, you can tell, or you can see that, the apology wasn't sincere. Okay, and, she still tried to make it seem as though that it was the husband's fault as to why she cheated on him. She was trying to make it, seem as though it was the husband's, fault that he lost his job, and that was the reason why she cheated on him. Okay, she didn't want to accept any accountability. Okay, and see, this is another thing too. This is why, you don't want to be having, your woman, around your friends and stuff like that. Okay, and this is why, you don't, a woman, should not be gadding abroad, as pursuant to Ecclesiastes chapter 25, verse 25. Okay, because a woman gathering abroad, can lead to incidents such as this right here, such as this Eve, cheating on her husband with his friend. Okay, but again, this is why we need the kingdom. Okay, because Esau, he allows these women to gather abroad over here. Okay, and also too, this is why you should prove a friend first. Okay, because a real friend is not going to be trying to sleep with your woman. Here it is. I can remember this was years ago, probably well over 20 years ago. This is when I was still in the world. I had a friend. At that time he was a friend, and he was dating this girl. And she was no good. She was wicked as all outdoors. She was basically for the streets. Well, anyway, you know what I'm saying? Here it is. She tried to come on to me. Okay. She basically tried to get with me, while she was with him, and she knew that me and him were friends. Okay. But she was just doing it to try to be spiteful, basically to try to get back at him, but I rejected her. I told her, no, that ain't going to happen. Like I was saying, she was trying to sleep with me, but I told her, no, that's not going to happen. And even back then, with me being, not in the truth at that time, I knew, through the spirit that was off. Okay. And so, I didn't, I didn't sleep with her, but, all she was going to do, as I was saying, she was just trying to be messy. She was just going to try to sleep with me and then was going to try to run back and tell him, to basically try to, get a bunch of mess going. That's all that was, you know. Okay. This is my last scripture, and then we're going to end the lesson. And this is in the book of Micah, and this is chapter 7, this is verse 10. And it reads, Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her which said unto me, Where is the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, thy power? My eyes shall behold her, now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. Okay? And see, I'm not saying all, but most of our women on this side have become our enemies. Okay? You know, again, as I was saying, we have some women that have come back and they're trying to do right. But the majority of our women, you know, they've become our enemies on this side. You know, most of our women, they don't want to be submissive to their husbands. You know, here it is. I mean, you know, a lot of our women, they want to challenge their man on everything. You know, and in many cases, you know, you'll have, you know, a lot of our women, they try to rule over the man in the home, you know. But then yet here it is. I mean, you know, these same women, okay, that are doing these things, you know, they will be submissive. They will be submissive to the so-called white man when they're on these jobs and whatnot. You know, they're going to yes sir him, yes sir that, you know, to the so-called white man when they're on these jobs. But yet here it is. They don't want to be submissive to their man at home, you know. But again, this is why, you know, we need the kingdom, okay, because things are out of order on this side, okay? You know, because you got the wicked that are currently in rulership, and that wicked is Esau Edom, you know? But see, in the new righteous rulership that's soon to come, things are going to be put back in order. And no, and this is why those of us that are of the hopeful elect, we're looking forward to the downfall of this wicked queen of Esau's. Micah chapter 7, verse 10 again, it says, Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her which said unto me, Where is the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua thy power? Okay, and see, here it is. Many of our women, you know, they don't believe in the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. You know, here it is. They'll say that they do, but in reality, they don't. Okay, because if they did, you know, they would be doing their best to try to get in order. Okay. It says, Where is the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua thy power? It says, My eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. Okay, and see, you know, very soon, shame is going to cover, you know, these wicked Eves, you know, who don't want to get in order, and, you know, who don't, you know, fear the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, you know, because here it is, Jacob's trouble is right around the corner. You know, you're having tensions, you know, they're starting to flare up, okay? They're talking about, I mean, you know what I'm saying, if this election happens, you know, that, you know, all hell is going to, you know, possibly break loose. Okay, and see, as a matter of fact, hell is starting to break loose right now in various parts of Babylon the Great. And things are just going to continue to wax worse and worse. Okay, you know, and see, you know, in the days that we're approaching, you know, these women, you know, who don't want to get in order, you know, they're going to want to get in order, and they're going to, you know, they're going to want to be, they're going to be wanting a man, okay, preferably a man of the Lord. Okay, because, you know, that man of the Lord is going to have a hedge of protection over around him. But, you know, for many of these women, it's going to be too late, you know. Again, as I was saying, okay, in these days that we're approaching, a lot of these women, I mean, you know, who are out of order, you know, a lot of these women who are saying that they don't need a man and they want to, you know, take on all these different enchantments that's pushed out over here in Babylon the Great, such as this Miss Independent and whatnot. I don't need a man. I can do better than the man. A lot of these women that are taking on these, wicked philosophies and enchantments that's pushed out over here in Babylon the Great, they're going to be wanting a man. Okay, they're going to want to get in order in these days that we're approaching. You know, and again, as I was saying, they're going to want a man, preferably a man of the Lord. But it's going to be too late for a lot of them. Okay, you know, a lot of them. I mean, majority of our women over here in Babylon the Great, you know, they're going to get caught up into the calamities. They're going to get caught up into the miseries. Okay, that's coming to Babylon the Great. You know. They're going to be trodden down. I mean, you know, like the mud in the street, you know. And, and again, I'm not doing this lesson to bash all of our women, but, you know, because as I was saying, we have some of our women, no, they're trying to do right. But the majority of our women, they're totally out of order, you know. And again, this is why Jacob's trouble is necessary, you know, and this is why the majority of our women are going to be destroyed on this side, you know. But, you know, when they come back in the new righteous kingdom, when they're born back in the new righteous kingdom, you know, they're going to be in order and they're going to be in their right minds. You know, and so, that's pretty much the point. I'm going to go ahead and end off here. I hope it was edifying. Once again, I want to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, and double honors and respect to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Kwam Yasharala and Abba Baba. Shalom.